I got a chance to see some fantastic people, talk to some people in real life that I only get to communicate with online, and best of all, geek out with the Geek Demons. It's been great, so take a listen.
Hi, I'm Lindy Johnson. My Twitter handle is @LynLover. Let me spell that for you. LYNNELUVAH, @LynLover. I've been coming to South by Southwest since 2005. Actually, myself and some friends who had met online blogging since about 2000, 2001. I mean, I'm old school tech. I used to work at blackplanet.com back in its first days, its first incarnation. So we came here in 2005. We did the first ever black panel here. It was called Blogging While Black. Back then, it used to be very blog-focused kind of conference. Nowadays, I didn't come last year. This year is the first time in a while. I've spoken at the Blacks in Tech events before, maybe not the one 2 years ago, but the one 3 years ago that Ogilvy did. I heard the year after when I wasn't here. It didn't go well. So South by Southwest has taken over Blacks in Tech. Not sure how I feel about that. I kind of feel like we should own that, you know. We need to figure that out. We need to own that. I'm happy to see the growth of women coming here. I'm happy to see the growth of blacks in general coming here, knowing that we are becoming more concerned about being entrepreneurs and producers and not just consumers of content, consumers of products, that we want to be making a difference for ourselves, making sure that the products benefit us, all right, as well as the mainstream.
Hi, my name is Shannon, and I'm known on Twitter and anywhere else in social media as @DigitalSista. So you can find me there.
Okay, and so, you know, this is my second year, Shireen, and we've been hanging out all year long and talking about women in tech. What's your biggest takeaway between last year and this year?
Well, there's a little bit of a difference. I would say with us, a lot of people, like, I think women in tech had taken off into a really interesting space, and people were talking about it. There were a lot more blog posts about it, but I think the year ended sort of saying, you know, women in tech are women whining. So I would say my takeaway this year is hopefully we get to the place where we understand it's not about whining, but that women should have the same representation and should not even be considered whining if they say that their voices or their representation is missing. And that goes the same for women of color, especially. I would say that there's some bigger efforts taken to be more diverse here at South by, but as always, we're outnumbered by huge amounts and not by small amounts. So we still got to work on that part.
Hi, my name is Beverly Jackson. I'm on Twitter as @BevJack, and I am the Director of Marketing, Strategy, and Social Media for the Grammy Awards, the Recording Academy. And my biggest takeaway from the first ever, for me that is, South by Southwest interactive experience is the opportunity to speak to all the people that I spend all year working with indirectly and on the phone. So an opportunity to connect with the brands as well as platforms and just a number of people who are influencers in my sphere. And it's interesting because it's a cross between interactive and music. So it's the perfect sort of nexus for me to be a part of.
What advice would you have blacks in tech if they're coming to South by for the first time? This is your first go round. What would you tell them?
Well, I think as an African American and as someone who's been in the tech field since about 1997, 1998, but being at South by for the first time, I think the thing that I would say to someone who's new as an African American within the South by community is to have an open mind, to come here and to be receptive to the idea that you may not know everyone, but if you keep an open mind, if you're receptive to ideas and new technologies and new kinds of people, that you might be exposed to some stuff that would be very effective for you. And that's sort of my takeaway.
Hi, I'm Shannon Mouton at Shannon Renee, ShannonMouton.com. Here at South by Southwest 2011, having a great time. The biggest difference between last year and this year, it's just grown so much. It's huge in terms of the number of people who are coming, the panels and sessions that are being offered, as well as the unofficial South by activities that are being offered that are open to really anyone that's interested in social media and technology.
And so, Shannon, last year I know there was a big thing about blacks in tech, and I don't know, there wasn't a panel this year, I don't think. What do you think is going on, and what do you think maybe needs to happen in 2012 with blacks in tech?
Blacks in Tech, on one hand, a good thing has happened is that South by Southwest has actually embraced it and made it part of the regular schedule, which is a good thing. We want to be part of the bigger umbrella, under the big umbrella. The downside of that is because they have taken it, they've basically kind of taken it away from us. We need to make sure that those of us who are blacks in tech, blacks who are developers, creators, designers, power users, are involved in these conversations that are happening as Blacks in Tech is developing and growing here at South by Southwest.